Welcome, citizen, to another Starcraft Nation broadcast. I'm your host, Venerati, and here we go, the third one for today. Definitely trying to get some content out here, as it has been too long since I really just had a casting day. If you haven't been a caster, well, it's the warm and fuzzies when you sit there, and though I sit here and talk at a computer screen, and I just imagine your face as you watch this, and hopefully it's enjoyable, and hopefully I bring that much more Starcraft 2 joy to your day. So, with that being said, we're going to be seeing MouzMorrow spawning as the purple Zerg player. He will be going up against his teammate, MouzMana, corresponding as the red Protoss. So we are going to be seeing a PvZ. Wow, who would have guessed another PvZ? Well, I cast another one today, so my own fault for choosing it, but I thought it was a good game. I like to see the in-house teammates, because these guys play against each other a lot, so they know their opponent a lot better than they would know, let's say, someone from EG or something like that. Unless, of course, they did like a case study, but little too fancy. But I'm excited about this. Number one, teammate battle play. Number two, cross positions. Hello, awesome. Always awesome. Generally gives us pretty epic matchups because there's so much room to play. Definitely makes either player feel comfortable with pumping out a couple more drones, with pumping out a couple more probes, before they start investing in the Colossus or in a lot of Blink Stalkerage or something of that nature. So I like the mood it sets. It's like mood lighting. You're sitting there, instead of going to fast food and getting, these kind of the positioning right here, the gap positioning, or we see right there in that little death alley, that would equate that to McDonald's, because, well, it's like you're in and you're out. You get the job done, you're full, you get your win, whatever. But with a cross positioning, it's like you take your lady or your man, I don't really care what you do, whoever it is that you take, to a nice restaurant, bar, and there's mood lighting and nice music in the background. You just sit there and chat and have a good time. And you know what? You're probably going to get a victory in the end, because not only are you going to get full, you're probably going to get drunk. You might even get to have a little bit of, the old in and out. So, I mean, that's definitely much more of a win. And that's the way I could equate that to the StarCraft 2 world, with the cross positions, especially on Metalopolis, because Lord knows, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But that's how I feel, and I hope you feel the same way, because I'm sure this pro feels the same way, as he's about to get a full face full of claw, as he's going to be going down. So MouzMana, now let's focus on what the players, now that I'm done ranting. MouzMana, just trying to get a good idea of what MouzMorrow's up to. Morrow, making his queens vomit. He likes to keep them thin, and he's going to be expanding right here. Now, is Mana aware of it? No. As we see right there by vision, that, well, alright, I gotta get off that player cam. As Mana did not actually scout that expansion, so could be having some sort of premonitions of a roach push, though with the cross positioning, we know that there's such a long rush distance that if it's scouted with these two Xel'Naga towers, very crucial to take. As Zerg or Protoss, you want to fight for these Xel'Naga towers, because you can see, because right now we have Morrow with great field of vision. He knows what's going on. He knows this probe is coming. Yeah, he's like, oh, I see you, buddy. I'm going to let you get there. I'm even going to stick my queen out here. Actually, the queen's coming here for the hatchery, but I'm going to claw you just for it. And he knows what's going on. Meanwhile, though, Mana doesn't know. Mana has the probe out here, and that's it. Now, he's getting an idea of what's going on in the base, but he doesn't know what's inbound. He has no idea. So that kind of mindset puts you in a much more defensive, as you're not feeling comfortable because you can't see what's going on. And you can rant. I can rant about it all day long, and you might say, "Oh, it's really not that big of a deal, Venerati." But it is. I mean, the mindset that you're in can absolutely make or break a game for you. And that's why I'll sit there and say fight for those Xel'Naga towers all day long. Now, not really sure why Morrow pulled off those Zerglings. Probably just had them hotkeyed or something of that nature, but does actually look like he will be moving out here to apply some pressure. Let's go and take a look at the income tab, see where both of our players stand. Actually, yeah, MouzMorrow definitely behind as far as harvester count goes, looking to apply a little bit more early pressure. Going to go ahead and grab that lair tech. I like his 3-queen opener, as this third queen allows him to get the creep spread, which is very pivotal. In fact, it's something that I've been lacking, because I definitely, as a Zerg player, you want to keep the larva spawn going And that doesn't allow you with extra mana to put towards those creep tumors. But with that third queen, definitely going to allow that. So here we go. Doesn't look like MouzMorrow going to be trying to get over here. And MouzMana thrown down a no way. But here we go. Zergling streaming in the mineral line right here. Will they be doing a lot of economic damage? Oh, denying the force field, denying the block up there. And these Zerglings just absolutely bottlenecking themselves. Here we go. Void Ray out of the Stargate just in time. Totally clutch right here. As these probes are running for their life, and these Zerglings just cleaning house there on that natural expansion. We'll be moving towards the main as well, as we see a couple of probes go down there as well. And these probes just running for their lives, going to try to bottleneck them right here. And yes, the probes will be engaging. A couple of them going down there, and it looks like a couple, some lag went down as well. So right now, MouzMorrow totally evening up the score as far as Harvester count goes, actually putting himself way in the lead. As we're seeing a 10-37, so right now, Mana absolutely in a desperate place as far as economy goes. He has a natural expansion, but hey, it doesn't really matter if you don't have anybody to harvest it with. So, looking at the unit tab, 1 Zealot, 2 Void Rays. Let's hope they're heroes. And, yeah, I mean, that was absolutely crippling as far as attacks go. That cannon, totally inadequate for the number of Zerglings. And here we go, another thing about battlefield awareness. If Mana had these Xel'Naga towers, he would have seen that attack, and he would have been able to pull his probes up into the main base, put this clutch Zealot there, and yeah, he would have lost the natural expansion, but at least he would have had the Harvesters left over. I mean, his main is basically back to where it was in the beginning. So we're seeing a 47-15 right now. Look at the production tab. That's all that Mana's focusing on right now is these probes, trying to get himself back in this raid. He's got these Void Rays, not really using them to much effect at this point. He could have done a desperate counterattack, might have lost the Void Rays, as the 3 Queens are on the field, as well as we have the Hydralisk on the field as well. Now, Hydra's, of course, being reactionary to that Void Ray threat. Well, I say that with mild confidence. I don't know if MouzMorrow was on the way. I wouldn't look into the production tab at that point, but, I mean, if it had to be on the way the moment he saw it. Yeah, that's right. So the timing. Sorry, a little bit of brain fart right there. But, so MouzMana really in a rough position. And, I mean, Morrow is sitting pretty. Because at this point, all he has to do is make sure that he doesn't lose his economy. Expand, expand, expand. Upgrade. Build a little bit here. Build a little bit there. And he's pretty much got this game. Now, we could see something stupid come out of him, which is doubtful. But you see a lot of players, especially in the lower level, will win a great victory right here. Like, absolutely just clearing out the mineral line. But then we'll go and do a half-ass half-ass re-attack, or second attack, whatever you want to do. But we'll lose a lot in the process. I'm still going to lose a lot. I almost lost that Phoenix right there. But that's very, very crucial that you don't do that. And that Phoenix is very lucky with only 12 hit points left. So what I'm doing, Mana Cam right now, he doesn't, he can see the hatcheries, but he has once again, just absolutely no vision on the field. He's got that Phoenix, and that Phoenix is going to die here momentarily. Meanwhile, though, look at all these beautiful creep tumors. I mean, it is just cancerous eyes of vision and delight everywhere, as Morrow is just absolutely just beating the drums of creep spread right now. And this is almost heroic creep spread. Is how I can equate it. But here we go. The Phoenix has finally found something to do, as all these overlords have been kind of hanging out here on the edge, and no one's here to protect them. And here we go. Going back there, we have a couple more Zerglings trying to get in there, as another Photon Cannon does actually go down and try to seal it up right there. And that overlord almost died. But the Phoenix, trying to get in there, actually lost his own life. And taking a look at the loss tab, that's beautiful. 800 minerals of Zerglings did that much damage. Yeah, they did that much damage, pretty much, as there have been no counterattacks from MouzMana, and he lost the 1 Phoenix, but that's almost all Zerglings right there. That's awesome, and that's just the unit cost. That's not even the economic damage from just the lack of probes. Now, here we go. An interesting tech choice for Mana is he went air. He's expecting the Hydralisks, because he saw the Hydralisks. And so he will be switching over to Robotics Bay. And he is, we're 13 minutes into the game. He's right now, he's just now catching to where he was, like, at the 6-minute mark. And, not 6 minutes, I don't know. Well, we'll do 8-minute mark. but he's just now catching up. So he's desperately trying to claw back into an army, but the disparity is overwhelming. Power overwhelming, as the Archons would put it. 160 to 174. And, I mean, absolute complete map control by Morrow. I mean, Mana is bottled up. He has this little sphere of influence, whereas Morrow is like, hey, this map is mine. I think we need to evict you, as these rooftops are definitely about to be his. And, I mean, expansion. I mean, pretty much what I'm trying to say, I guess what I'm saying in a roundabout way, is Mana is screwed. And, yeah, it's pretty much screwed. But I love how Morrow won that. How Morrow's won it. I mean, the game's not over. The game hasn't been won in a physical sense, in an outright sense, but the absolute domination of that economy, that mineral line, that shows you the power of running some speedlings in there, and how you cannot leave the door open like that, because they will come streaming in there and absolutely rain on your day. As you saw, I mean, right there, we all saw that. And coming from out of production-wise, I mean, we see ground weapons level 1, see another Void Ray, more probes, I mean, trying to claw his way back up there. If we take a look at the income tab, he's got 58 probes, but I think it's a little bit too late. As we see missile attack level 2, air attack level 1. We have 4 corruptors on the way. Looking at the units tab, 17 hydralisks, bunch of roaches, couple corruptors already up there, 5 queens, which is awesome. And yeah, MouzMorrow just kind of balling up here, and it's just one big old fist of Zerg hate, as this is about to do a falcon punch straight to Mana's nose. As here we go, we'll be moving out here, kind of taking his time, kind of poking around. He's got the upgraded roaches. Love that spiked hairdo thing. I don't know what you wouldn't call it. They look like crystals, but whatever the hell they are. And yes, it does look like MouzMana will be under attack right here, as the Colossus are going to be going down and attacking as the Guardian Shields do go up. These Corruptors trying to knock down these Colossus. One Colossus will be going down there. Void Rays kind of getting overextended right here as they are taking fire from the Hydras. These cannons trying to add their DPSs. One cannon does actually go down. These Stalkers also getting overextended. The Colossus kind of sticking it here, but getting overextended once again. I mean, MouzMorrow just really in a rough position. Taking a look at the Army tab, 106 to 194. MouzMorrow really behind. Doesn't have the production facilities, which sees 2 more gateways going down. A little bit too late, though, in my book, as, I mean, Morrow's kind of... he's really playing this passively. I'm not really sure why he's being so passive with this. But more Corruptors in the air. The Observer, of course, will be giving Mana the view of his doom, pretty much, as that's what that's going to be, as he will be moving it back here. And, yeah, Corruptors just kind of hanging out there. As their little tentacle madness will be moving up here shortly. And, yep, here comes another attack, maybe, as we actually see Morrow burrow his roaches there to heal him up. As that's very crucial to take care. I mean, to take advantage of that ability, as rapid regeneration, very, very powerful. As we've seen quite a few pretty primo games where people just burrow their roaches. It's almost akin to Blinkstalkers. But here we go, as the Corruptors, just absolutely so many of them in the air, knocking these Colossus down one after another. The Void Rays trying to do something. Not enough Stalkers. Not enough of anything as far as Mana is concerned, and he GG's out of that. Surprised we didn't see the GG after the 9 Harvester count. This definitely went on for way, way long, but it was interesting and fun nonetheless, as we got to see great creeps. I mean, look at this. Look, it is amazing. He owns 75, 80% of the map with creep. Creep. There's so many. I wonder how many creep timbers on the map. I can't tell, but either way, that's awesome. Thank you for joining me. Let me know what you think of it. Replays, send me replays. If you feel like you want to have something streamed, let me know. I stream 720p goodness. So, yeah, pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. And as always, citizens, stay safe.